want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto almost daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin 1 hour chart. I told you the bears are trapped. So I called this, like on this long wick, you've got bears that opened up shorts based on this idea, right? So the market likes to punish them. Now, the question is, are we going to see, and this is one of the most important videos that you could possibly watch, because you need to understand what could happen here. It's plan A or plan B. It's make or break. Okay, so understand that. Okay, so imagine people open up short trades on this break to the downside, but it was a fake out, right? So everybody went short. Well, now they're worried about their shorts getting stopped out, right? So what can happen is people would buy Bitcoin long in order to cover the losses on their short trade. If you got a short squeeze, right? This is like a miracle talk right now at this point, right? But this market's tricky. It likes to trap and punish the weak. It can easily turn around at this resistance level, okay? So plan A is the most likely, where you come up here and you get a bearish retest and then more downside. I'll show you this on the daily chart, right? So that we can establish the exact level. But that's a bearish retest. And if that happens, you don't want to be in these trades. So the miracle hopium for Bitcoin right now is that it breaks out of this resistance and nullifies this downside break, right? But not very likely. But it would trap, it would punish, it would liquidate all the bears that went short here. The bears are definitely trapped right now. So are we just seeing some weekend boring price action where you're seeing candle after candle going sideways? Remember, I posted the exact time when this thing was going to move higher. Yeah, if you'll look in group, soon as I saw this long wick, possible bear trap, immediately longs opened. And so again, we've seen some upside. Leverage traders made a ton of money, but having somebody immediately call something like that, life-changing money comes quickly when you have a leader that will, I'm dragging people to the top with me, period. And we're just waiting for the next move that we need to react to. And so, you know, we've made a good percentage. Make sure to go over to MEXC and use the link in the description, because on these little moves, you can make a ton of money. And we've had a lot of people signing up. Just practice with small amounts if you're new, right? If you've never traded with leverage, use $25, $50, right? They're giving away $9,100 in bonuses right now, depending on how you trade and how much you deposit, which is crazy. I've never even heard of that large of a number. But on these small moves, you can make a ton of money. The weekend boring price action happening on the 2 hour chart. Okay, and so each one of these, and the problem with just buying breakouts, which is a strategy that is the most common. More traders are breakout traders than any type of trader. However, what does that tell you? It tells you that the next level up, the whales, the elite, know what you're going to do, know what the majority is going to do. They know that on these, see how you got these two wicks? They know that people are going to buy on this breakout of this falling wedge. You see this dotted line, right? This giant channel, descending channel. They know that. Well, you had this double bottom right here. And now the price action has, like we talked about, reversed. And it's really just meandering sideways action. But it's retesting bearishly. So a rejection here means massive move to the downside, right? Lower prices out of Bitcoin, 25,200, which we've been talking about for a month as the textbook turnaround spot for the larger macro idea. And this gentleman on Kucoin, he started with $50 and he turned it into $5,000 and he's working on $10,000. That's the type of results we're seeing in the trading group. life-changing money happens quickly. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in the trading group. I have a lot of very good success on MEXC, people that hadn't traded with leverage before. This person, 200% gains, almost 600% gains, 300% gains. Thank you, Chris. I'll do whatever you say to do. I'd follow you to heck and back. One trade at a time. Let's go. Listen, we're nailing the winners. This gentleman, he bought his daughter's birthday gift and got it for 400 bucks. So with crypto, with his trading, he bought this gift for his daughter. This person made 4,800 in 24 hours trading. He's up $69,000 the first 5 months of 2023. This market hasn't been easy to trade. And he's made $69,000 because we're finding the best trades, the best setups. And then we teach you how to trade them. This person, shout out to David. He's like, I just doubled my money. Started out with $500. Now I'm at $1,600. Trades are here and there. I mean, think about it. $500 turned into $1,600. Well, then what happens? You turn $1,600 into $32, $6,400, you know, $12,000. You start doubling up. The multiples get really big. And that's what you have to do in this market. We'll go over that here on the daily chart. I've had so many emails. People just, can I get a little bit more time? Can I get paid on this day for a little bit longer? The next 24 hours, and then it's done. The discount is over. Right now, we're lowering the prices, rock bottom fees to join the group, $200 off, lowest price ever, plus 60% off. Go over to my website, cryptorev.net. Join. Listen, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. Oh, on the daily chart, it's really important to understand this. You have all this support. See how the price action fell and then it held and it bounced back up. Right here, the price action red candle fell and then it bounced back up. Right here, red candle down, and you see the wick, and then it bounced back up and actually ran all the way up here. This was a bull trap that led to this downside. One thing that's important, and you got support here. See all this, imagine 4 days, 3 days of downside, and then you get a bounce. And then again, 2 days of downside, and then a bounce, a double bottom right here. And that got your move to the upside, which gave you a double top. You trade these W's and these M's, and I'm going to make it real easy for you on this channel going forward. A lot more education needs to happen here because you need to prepare for the coming bull run. You are going to change your lives financially forever. I'm going to make sure of it. Every day, new ideas, trading ideas, going over, running through the exact thought process you need to have and what the whales are thinking, because you're not trading against yourself. Well, you are, in essence, your emotions. You're trading against the elite. You are trading against the strongest traders in the market, right? Most people, the sheep in this market already sold, they sold the bottom. They sold 15,000, right? Everything just went crazy and market's falling apart, and they just sold. And they probably FOMO'd in at 60,000, 65,000 when Bitcoin was going to go run to 100,000. Remember that? And then next thing you know, Bitcoin's at 20,000 and they lost most of their money, and they're selling. So they bought high and they sold low. That's what new money's going to do. And that's when new money comes in. Well, when Bitcoin takes off, new money's going to FOMO in, and it's going to change our lives forever because we are going to take profits. We are going to know what the whales are thinking. We're going to know what the traps are that are being set, and we'll be able to watch for those traps. And so understand this idea. This is the most important thing that you can watch. And I want you to watch this video twice and understand this idea. You've had one candle. So each one of these is a daily candle. It represents one daily, the move of the price over one day, right? Sometimes these wicks are called shadows because that means the price moves. These little gray, you see them, the wicks. The price moved over that day all the way up and all the way down. You had a huge move in price action from 30,000 all the way down to 27,240 in that one day, right? So the most important thing is understand that you got 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days of downside. Now you're slightly green, which we totally called on this long wick reversal idea. Now, a bounce is not a reversal. But what you're watching for is you've got all the previous support. So this used to be the floor, floor. Now it's the ceiling. So if the bulls come back up here and get rejected at the ceiling that's been created over all this time, this is a very bearish sign, and you're looking for major downside. You could see 25,200, 24,000, maybe lower. Understand that if the miracle plays out, which I'm not into hopium, I'm not trying to predict this. I'm not going to sit here and promise you best case scenario plays out, but I will tell you what it is. If this is truly a bear trap, and the bears are trapped, enough bears are trapped, and the bulls are able to recover this level and bullishly retest it, that would be very significant, because this is basically a liquidity run and it stops out all the longs. This would be a liquidity run, but you have to, and again, that's the very, very slim chance that it happens, right? But we're like a quarterback, go onto the field every day. We're going to pay attention to what happens. It's an if-and statement. And, you know, on the weekends, boring price action, no surprise. Low volume, no surprise. But the bottom line is this: exit positions if this thing gets rejected here. And if this thing breaks through this level, then there's a lot more upside. Okay. So you're leaning towards this direction because you've all lost this major level, this major key level. You've already lost it, right? The bears are definitely in control here at this point, right? But this next week or two, important to watch, because we're going to see some explosive price action. So we have had this small bounce in the lower term time frame, but I mean, who cares really? I mean, obviously we're trading little small caps, and those are banging, right? You go over to Kucoin and they're banging. Life-changing money happens quickly. Make sure and join the trading group. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.